In our time away, there's been another really interesting video that I've seen recently that just I had to talk about. This video is from the Black Ink Crew, which is a show on VH1, which highlights the day to day business of running a tattoo parlor. And this clip is really interesting. In this clip, you see Charmaine, which is a black woman, having a debate of sorts with Lily, who's a Mexican, you could say white passing woman, about the N word and its usage and whether or not it's appropriate for her to use it. And we'll play the clip right now.
And even though I got a million jobs, I always got time to take up for my people. And my people, especially the people in the shop, they don't like it when she uses the N-word. Period.
That video ain't got to do
I don't
with
like it. We don't say it. It's not just
Man,
me.
shut the up.
We
bitch,
don't
'cause
like
it's
how
just
you say it.
I've never used it in that term. And if it's some racist then it's me adding the ER behind it.
No, it's
And
not.
yes,
Like,
it
that
is.
is
It's because
just
you're
a-
a white girl.
I've had friends who are black, who are Mexican, would be talking like that. Like I have my black homie who calls me wey and vato, and you know he'll be speaking Spanish. Like it's just about your surroundings. And to me, Charmaine went to private school, and she didn't get to grow up with poverty or growing up around that to understand why certain people are how they are.
For her to sit here and tell me I'm hood, I'm from the ghetto, that word does not belong to the ghetto. It does not belong to the hood. It does not belong to the disenfranchised community. It belongs to black people. And this black girl is telling you, you can't use it.
Okay, we're playing it. Are we playing it? Okay. All right. So after watching that, there's I'll leave the link in the description as well, so you can see the full 3 to 4 minute clip, just that quick little minute of it. As you may know, I'm Haitian. I'm not American. But we have a very similar issue in Haitian culture, like y'all have with the N word, with the word nigga, as you could say. This is the word of the word. This is the use of the word neg in our culture. You know what I mean? This is a word that in colonial times, back before Haiti was an independent country, this is a word that was used to denigrate us. That was used in much the same way the N word is used here in America back then. A word that was used to strip us of our humanity, to make us feel lower than. And since that time, since Haiti has gained our independence, since Haiti has become its own people, that word neg has came from something that meant, just a lowly savage black person in the French language. Something that means simply person or guy in the Haitian language. This is a word that everyone can use. This is a word that's, integral to our language. Anyone can use it in terms of either you're black Haitian or white Haitian. If you're speaking a language, you're a neg, you're a person. You're in this way, you could say that we took the power of that word. We took it back. We raised it from something that was used to put us down to meaning, that you are to a person. And everyone has taken a very similar path. And in this video, you could see this battle amongst black people. This struggle between class and racism, and whether or not we've really taken the power back from this word. Because if we truly took the power back from the word, then why are we still upset by it? The fact that others, can use the word rightfully and still enrages us, you could say, proves that there's still venom behind it. There's still a part of us, I'm talking about Americans here, of course. There's still a part of us that truly still feels the sting, the legacy of that word. In my opinion, to be honest with you, in terms of in the context of the American history, I don't think anyone should use that word, to be honest. Not in the current culture of, of it being used as now a slick way for friendly white people to sneak diss us. It's a word of genocide and hate. It's a word that has so much history behind it. And frankly, a much longer history than the word neg did in Haiti. It's not a word of endearment or kinship. And frankly, old white girl and Lily needs to be dealt in the way that she was dealt with in the video. Immediately and swiftly, along with her class's remarks. Where she had no problem calling this black woman who was telling her how she feels and how this word makes her feel, This girl who's whiter than white had no problem trying to try and call Charmaine a white woman just because, she came from a more privileged background. Just because she went to a nice school, nice neighborhood, and just because she wasn't, you know, she didn't come from the hood like Miss Lily did. For her to be able to use this just shows again this clash between race and classism in this country. And again, that's why I raised the point of Haiti. Because the power dynamics here are so out of whack. Okay, from the outside looking in, if you're going to use a word colloquially, much like the word neg in Haiti, you have to accept that people that may not be from that culture, that may not be who you are, will be using that word also because they're just used to hearing it so much. Because those that are their friends, that are the people they consider family, also use it. And in a funny way, a Mexican girl speaking the way she does as her own way of integrating into the black community that she was raised in. Sorry. And if you listen closely in that video, she says that for 3 years she's been saying these things around them. For 3 years she's been working with these black people. No one said anything to her. No one really said anything to her. And now for Charmaine to speak up now 3 years later, in a way they let her in. It made her feel comfortable just to get the door slammed in her face. It made her feel so comfortable that she had no problem trying to shut the door on this black girl and trying to make her feel like the black girl was the one that was in the wrong for bringing up this issue. She was made it feel so comfortable that she made it feel as if the black girl is the one that doesn't have the right to use it. That this word, the N word, was not a term, that you could use by race, but more by, whether or not you're impoverished or more as to where you're raised. And she tried to make this argument that because Charmaine wasn't raised where she was raised, Charmaine didn't come where she was come, that Charmaine didn't have any more right to the word than she did as a white passing Latina. And in that way you need to do a better job of setting boundaries of where friendliness and comfortability crosses the line into disrespect. And you could say borderline racism or benign racism, And again, the fact that Lily went out of her way to make this into a class issue and she realized that she was cornered on the race aspect was very telling. She would have never called that white girl out like that. Lily would have never called that black girl out like that if she had never heard other black people say it to her. Say and use it in that way of calling, wealthier black people white or Oreos or, trying to make wealthy black people feel as if they're less than black for some reason, So not only do we have to set boundaries for the whites and Hispanics and the Asians or whoever else might be raised among us, we need to set boundaries among ourselves. We need to stop trying to create these boundaries amongst each other. Of, oh, you're not black enough if you don't do this. Oh, you're not black if you don't do that. That's wrong. That is truly wrong. That something is petty and something that we really don't have a choice into the matter as class can be something that breaks us apart. The idea that only poor blacks are real niggas is dangerous. Probably one of the biggest hindrances to our unity. And by the way, something very interesting about that video before I finish up on this topic. If you notice, the whole throughout the video, Charmaine was talking to Lily. She was making her points. When Lily got a little too loud now, Lily stood up. She was walking towards Charmaine. That black man stood up quickly and shut it down. That's how it should be, y'all. We shouldn't be imposing ourselves into these conversations. We shouldn't be speaking for black women. We should let black women speak. When the time comes, we'll let our presence be known. That's how it should be, y'all. We need to be protecting our black women the same way as this brother did here.